Okay, hey guys, my name is Neil. I've been working on this robotic arm. It's a 5-axis robotic arm which has 5 servo motors. They're pretty high torque. So I basically created a project that it uses 2 robots to simply pick up an object and pass it to the other robot, and then the other robot puts it back. Uh, the way I did it was using a Raspberry Pi and Arduino. So the arms are connected to the Arduinos, and about 2 Arduinos is connected to the Raspberry Pi, which is communicating through binary protocol and serial port. So let's take a look at a Arduino file. So here's my Arduino file. We use a servo library. These are my variables for 5 axis. Basically, it it acts as in a human arm, which has a base, which has a shoulder, elbow, wrist, and wrist close and open. These are my initial positions for the angle. So I'm just these are the variables that holds it. The angles. Uh, this is a uh, development of a packet that accepts from the Python in Raspberry Pi. This is my setup function, which uses 1150-200 baud rate. These are the pins that I attached to the Arduino. The servo motors are attached, and I simply set the positions through writing them, such as this. This is my loop function, which waits for the command from the Python. So basically, Python is sending a packet of 5 angles, and basically it takes these angles and puts it in this function, which is called here. And those angles are length is 5, right? And then those angles are stored in this according to this array, which is a payload. And we use these angles and simply write them again to the positions we want. So this is the basic of Arduino file. Now let's take a look at a Python file. So this is just a screenshot, but normally this is the window you will see in a Raspberry Pi screen. So here's our libraries. Uh, of course, we need serial port because we are connecting through USB to Arduino. The WebSocket is it's a server library. We will later using this to upload it to a server where people can use it publicly. Basically, I also have a web page which I upload to the server, and the web page is linked to this. So that from the web page, it has 2 buttons. Whichever button I press, it sends a message. This file reads the message and does a process accordingly. So here's our function that sets up a packet that's gonna be later sent to the Arduino. So my function consists of 6 parameters. One of them is a serial. Serial is really this, which is the Arduino's connection serial port. We use the same baud rate as the Arduino, and the other 5 are my 5 axes, which again, base, lower joint, upper joint, gripper rotate, gripper control, and so that's why I write header command. 5 payloads, I name them, and then I send the whole packet to the Arduino. And this is a sample testing. It's a green, but I commented that's why it's green. But here, that's how we call a function here to execute it. So basically, these are supposed to be angle values. So we first call the serial port which we want to send it to. So that's our hardware here. And then we write the angles. For base it's 0, 50 for lower joint, 130 for upper joint, 120 for grip and rotate, 70 for open or close. 70 is for my robot, it's open, and 130 will be close. There's a time delays between to mm, to let the Arduino write these angles to the robot. Um, it's pretty challenging when you want to what time you want to set it to a delay. So you have to play around a lot with this, and then you get it to the right positions you want. And then here's the WebSocket function which I was talking about. So from the web page, we we are trying to read the message that's being sent to this file. So if it's if this file reads this starting message, then it's going to process this, which is basically picking up an object and dropping it. And if I press stop, then it's basically going to maintain this position until I press start again. So this is just a way to connect it to a online web page or website. Uh, this web uh, this message is for opening the server. It's only available when the server is open. So if WebSocket is closed, we cannot use this. If WebSocket is open, that's the only way we can run this when we are online. And that's it. That's about it. But the main idea is to get the control of the ARM to Python and Arduino. So now we'll look at a video. So here's the schematic of parametric connections. Please do it carefully and attempt. Thank you for watching.